today I'm going to show you how to make the ultimate Easter cornflake cake. Right, this is the nuts, okay? Right, you might think, well, didn't you show me this the other day? Well, I did, but I've elevated it and I've made it into what I think now is the pinnacle. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to make it, basically. But I have actually lost the thing that I think I remember what I'm doing. I had it all put on a bit of paper and now I don't have it. I know what I'm doing, probably. Okay, so first we want to start with some cornflakes. We'll start with some cornflakes. So that's what we're starting with, in 200 grams, but I mean, that's all going to depend on what size cornflake cake you're going to make. Right, so now, what I have changed on this is I actually crush the cornflake cakes. And the best way I found to do this is with my hands, so that's what I'm going to do. So we're going to try and crush them into like a, not like a dust, but so around like that. That's about right. You want it in that sort of consistency. Okay, right, so now we're going to add just 100 grams now of the standard non-crushed, right? So we're getting a bit of both. We don't want it all crushed up because, you know, that extra texture is nice. So there we go. Right, and then we want, let me just find it. Where's my marshmallows? Here. Right, so we want to put some marshmallows in now, 100 grams. We want to put 100 grams of marshmallows. Let's go for 117 plus these two bits which I'll eat. Lovely. Right. Now, that's that for now. Now on to the butter and stuff. In a bowl, well, no, a pan or pot or whatever you want to call it, we want to put some butter. Now we want about 170 grams of this to make the quantities we want. Just going to break it up a little bit because we've got to melt it down. Okay, that'll do. Right, so that's butter. That's what we call butter. Now we want some golden syrup. Now, this might take a while because getting near the end and getting it out this big tub when it's all at the bottom is quite a challenge. That was so hard. Nothing in life should be that hard. What does it do then? Nothing should be that hard in life. That breath. Right, okay. Near there. That'll do. And stop. Right. Okay, we're still getting all this, still getting this in the cam, yes. Right. Syrup is. We've finally done the syrup. After a serious amount of time and effort, the syrup is done. So, now we want well too much chocolate. It cost me a fortune to make this thing. It really is. Okay. That now goes on the heat to melt. So we want that all to melt now, melt nicely. As you can see, this is starting to melt nicely. We're starting to get there now. As you can see, we're now there. That is now melted. Okay, so now we're going to add all this into the warm melted chocolate slash butter slash everything else, and see we've got the crushed stuff in there as well. I'm actually going to add a little bit of salt as well, because I do like a bit of the, I'd like a bit of the salt and sweet combination. So I'm just going to put a pinch. That seems to just add a nice bit of saltiness to it, which I quite like. Takes the edge off it a bit. Right, so now we just want to stir all this all in. And I found the best way to do it is actually just to stir. I used to try and do this and flip it over, but I feel like the best way is just to keep stirring. And then eventually, so what we're looking to do is, these marshmallows that are in here right now, we're looking to melt these. My wrist is aching. As you can see, looking pretty good, looking pretty covered. We've just got to now wait for the heat to get into their marshmallows and melt. Right, I think that'll do it. Can't see many full ones. I don't mind if there's the odd full one in there for a little treat. But the main reason we're doing it is so it will get stuck together. Okay, we're melted. Let's get this in the pot. I prepared this earlier, look at that. Prepared this off camera. Getting professional now. A lovely viewer sending me some spatulas because I keep using these rubbish spoons and it makes a horrible clanging sound and I'm not getting everything out. But anyway, enough of that. Right. So now try and evenly spread this out. As you can see, the marshmallows like stringing it. So you want to nicely get this as even as possible. That's not bad. Right, now I'll try and press it down. So I've got this bit of baking sheet. I just try and compact it a bit because I don't want it to. Something I don't want it to do is when people pick it up or bite into it, it all falls apart. I mean, it will a bit because that's just what a cornflake cake is, but so chocolate. So now we spread some marshmallows over the top. There's some on there. And then push these down so when it so they're in it a bit. Right, then that's going to go in the fridge until this is completely cooled. Into the fridge it goes. Osh. Okay, I'm back. That's pretty much nearly cooled. I'm now going to make the chocolate ganache for the top. Now, I have still got some left over from yesterday that I'm just going to add to now because I don't want to waste what I've already got. So I'll just melt that back down with it. But basically, all it is chocolate. Quite a lot of chocolate again. That'll probably be enough. Chocolate, a bit of vegetable oil or any sort of like low flavoured oil, I would say. I've already got some in there, so I'm just trying to do like equal levels of it, if you know what I mean. And some butter. So then, and then we melt that, and then again we melt it down on the hob. That's probably don't need that much butter. We'll go for that much for now. See how that goes. You can tell by like the consistency whether you need a bit more, because you don't want it just using just chocolate. It sets too hard. And I like it. I want like a soft sort of like I guess, yeah, like a ganache, like a soft. I was going to say fudgy texture, but it's not like fudge. So this looks pretty much the same at the moment. It's just now a bit more solid. Oh, not that one, but yeah. So I'm going to leave that in the fridge for now while we make this ganache. There's another just stand at the hob. Right, you didn't see that. This is now, you sort of want it to be like thick, but not. You want it to be like that, I'd say. That looks good to me. Right, so still a little bit lumpy, but we're going to get out of the fridge now. Some other things in there. Right, so this is what it's like. This is what we're working with. We now want to put this over the top. Still a few chunks of butter in there, so we're just going to try and satisfying doing that. I forgot I was recording then. Right, okay. That'll do it. Right, and then we just want to put this all over, basically. Hopefully I've done enough. It's amazing how much I actually need to do for this. There's a hell of a lot of chocolate goes into this. Oh, sorry, I'm trying to get a good angle for you. Right, so we want to I think we've just made enough. So the idea is you get, when you bite into it, you're getting a layer of like the marshmallows mixed with the chocolate. Okay, right, now got some mini eggs. Let's wash this chocolate off my hands. Right, so it's like a chocolate in a hard shell basically. So we're gonna put this, gonna dispatch these all around. These are going to go cover the top basically. That's it for now. Then the only thing we've got to do after that is stick the big Easter marshmallows on. So now that will go back in the fridge, back to cool again. I'm just going to give it a bit of that. And there we are. That's going back in the fridge. I feel like I missed a couple of bits there. Right, okay. Back in the fridge. It's the final bit. So you see I've melted down some what do you call it, white chocolate. So it's the end of the day. It's been a long day. Starting to lose my ability to speak. Right, so here's the cornflake cake. Here it is, all, shall I say, chilled, and the top is now ready to be chopped. So what I'm going to do, I'll chop it into a portion first, just for like shop wise, I can portion it better for the customers and stuff, you know. And then I'll put the marshmallows on after I've cut it. You could just do it now, but I'm really bad at portioning. That's my weak point. I always either not do enough or do it too thick. So we're going to cut it and I'll show you what it looks like. It's always a bit awkward getting the cut on the eggs, but I'm starting to get the hang of it. Okay, that's good enough. Right. Cool. Solid. Right. So. God. Here we are. That's the beast. That's what we're looking at. And now I'm going to chop that into a portion. Bung a marshmallow on the top. Job's a good un. Job's a good un. Right. So, portion size is probably about... See, this is the problem. It's cutting through the eggs. Yeah. Like that. And then get one of these marshmallows. I'm going to go for a bunny one for this one. Dip it in the white chocolate. That's wrong. Ignore that. Dip it in the white chocolate. Bosh. And there we go. I'll have this one for myself. Easter, fat off, cornflake cake thing. Hope you enjoyed that. Let me know if you make it. Yeah, that's it.